Full disclosure on this review. Hold on, let me get it up.
Full disclosure: the protagonist was at January 6th.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Full disclosure for this review. We were given a review copy for it, so it has released, but we were given a review copy, so I just want to make sure that everyone knows that up front. It will not reflect in the review. I will still be completely honest, and just because we got it for free, but thank you for the review copy. But I will be giving my honest opinion here. With that being said, Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery is the best game I've ever played in my life. This game is so good. You're seeing the footage here. It's graphically impressive. It's a new studio, but they look like they've been doing it for years. It's one of the best games, if not the best game of the year of Steam that you can get on Steam. It's of any console you can get. I don't think there's any game that can beat it. I recommend it wholeheartedly. I would play Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. In fact, my girlfriend and I are going through it right now. She looked at my phone and found out that I was talking to another woman, and she confronted me about it. And I told her, yes, it's true. I have been cheating on her with this woman. Emotionally, definitely.
I'm sorry.
This is hard for me to say, Brian.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Emotionally, I've been cheating on her, yes. Physically, not so much. But also yes, and repeatedly. So we got into some, a discussion about it. We had to figure out where we were going with this. Things got a little heated. It ended up in a bit of a brawl, a bit of a melee. At one point, my knuckles were so bruised and battered and bloody that I couldn't tell if it was her blood or mine pounding on her skull. And honestly, the only thing that brought me out of the doldrums once the bloodlust was over was Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. It was a game that pulled me out of the doldrums of what to do with the carcass in the upstairs bathroom. So I wholeheartedly recommend Legacy. I would play it even if I wasn't going through the throes of a crumpled relationship. And I think you should play it as well. Thank you.
Spencer, on an unrelated note, this is nothing to do with this episode, but I am looking at the emails here. We did just receive a paycheck. Unrelated though.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that's what would happen, but I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure our viewers know that this is our honest opinion.
No. Sorry, this is from something else. This isn't from this.
Oh,
I was just letting you know.
Regardless,
something just got deposited to our account. Yeah.
Regardless,
yeah,
I want our viewers to to have full confidence that this is my honest opinion. It was very good. I put a lot of time in it. I had a lot to think about, and this game took my mind off of it for even a little bit, and for that, I appreciate it.
I don't want to take away from the story. I'm sorry, but can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery is a game about revenge, triumph, and I think really at the end of it, hope.
So
you go on a journey. What do you do?
Is it a platformer? Is it an RPG? What type of game?
I don't like pigeonholing games like that. 2025, what is an RPG? Like, is Madden an RPG? I mean, there's
Technically.
stats.
Technically, I guess. Yeah.
There's stats. Is
Mhm.
yeah, I don't like, when you say what is this game? When you say like tell me about this game, like okay, what do you want? Like if you need me to tell you about like the ins, do you want me to tell you the whole plot? Do you want me to
No,
tell you
just
every little
gameplay.
detail? I think you
Is the
should
game
play
is
it.
it a shooter? Is it a top-down game?
And
What
see,
kind of game?
that's where we're losing. We're having a disconnect because I don't think you should really explain things like that. I think this is a kind of game where
Mhm.
you don't say anything going in. Like people want to ask, like, well, what is it? Is it an RPG or is it this? It's like just play it, and you'll find out.
Mhm, mhm. Is this an expensive game or does it go for
It's
high
it's
price?
not out yet.
No, it's out.
Oh.
It's out.
Oh, it is out. Okay.
It's out, and I wouldn't know how much it was because I got a review code. But
Yeah.
if I were forced to pay for it, $100, $150, it's worth it.
200.
200. That's probably 200 is a safe bet of where I would place the monetary value of this game. And with the DLC that I'm sure is packaged with it, it probably will amount to something like that.
So we're talking about the price that a normal game will be in next generation or something around $200, $100, something like that.
Right now, this game.
Yeah, I would assume that it's in that ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still confused about what type of game. Like, I know I don't want to sound like I'm
Bigoted.
pigeonholed, the game,
Bigoted
but I
and
don't know anything about the
racist.
game. I know your story was. I'm sorry that you went through that.
Don't
I'm
apologize to
sorry.
me.
Well,
I don't
I'm
think
sorry
Spencer's
for your
sorry at all.
girlfriend. But I still have no inkling of what this game is what I'm saying.
Well,
Spencer, how are your knuckles?
they're being iced,
Okay.
but they're fine. The knuckles are fine. Not everything is fine, but the knuckles are doing well. The game, Brian. Why do you details?
It's my fault for assuming that you'd explain the game on this gaming podcast.
Well, I don't want to. Like we were told directly.
We have.
We were told not to spoil it.
Oh,
No
okay.
spoilers.
Well, Brian, you're on the podcast, but people at home can see the game right now.
We've got
They're looking at it.
The trailer playing. They can see what it is.
Maybe for the audio listeners, it might be stuff.
The audio listeners, I don't want to spoil because they're a delicate bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they get angry at us. They remember when we reviewed. We were talking. We did the map out for Halo, and they said spoiler alert because of all the twists and turns of that story. Well, guess what? I'm not going to spoil Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. I'm going to let you play this one on your own.
Actually, Spencer, every time you spoil a game now, like on this review, I go into the audio file for the audio episode, and I just put in a cash register noise. Cha-ching!
That's weird. Why would you pick that specific noise?
It's just the first one that came up.
Okay.
In my editing tool, cha-ching,
cha-ching. Yeah.
So that's what's playing. Yeah. So during this review, they're going to be hearing a lot of cha-chings, and it's unrelated to the review.
Interesting. That's smart. So yeah, Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. It's a 10 out of 10. If I could give it an even higher score, I would. There you go.